Hey summoners, it's been a minute. November was a really quiet month for me for orbs. I didn't need to summon on anything. I had some good tickets, and ninjas is never really that exciting for me. When it comes to they tend to be sort of player phase skills, and I tend to use a lot of mixed phase stuff for fodder because I have strange units and strange preferences. So ninjas tends to go by without any fanfare for me. But somehow, they always get me on winter, even though it's my least favorite banner. So here we are, once again, staring down a 3 houses banner. There goes my orb high score. So we're going to be summoning full circles today. Well, we're going to be skipping colorless. Hopefully we'll be able to summon some full circles. And we'll try and get everyone. It'd be nice if we got some +1s, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be going for fodder. We're just going to try and get a copy of all the 3 houses units. I wouldn't be mad if Yunaka showed up, but she's not a priority today. So let's just see what happens. I've got a decent stash if I need it. But let's hope not. I would rather just stop at 1 spark here. I think there's a couple for the holidays, but I'd rather just do the 1. So let's just see what we get. So what a banner, huh? Questionable choices with putting all the 3 houses lords in. No banner demote. But great art and fodder across the board. Some absolutely bonkers powerful skills. I'm glad I don't take my PvP too seriously. I know a lot of people are upset about power creep. At this particular moment, I'm just sort of along for the ride. And we go where we go. You're not a banner character. Hi, Asbel. I can't believe for the longest time I didn't have any Fury fodder in my barracks. It was so hard to get Fury 4 on any of my characters to do any of the fun, like Gale Force or Wings of Mercy strats. Since Fury 4 has made it onto the 4-star specials, it's insane. I have so much Fury 4 fodder. Chris keeps jumping out at me from the arena ticket banner. I think I've got I could probably +5 her if I hadn't just fed her to a bunch of people for fun. She's everywhere. And now I can just give it to people as a bit of a meme. I haven't been doing a lot of Gale Forcing. I haven't been playing a lot of AR lately. It doesn't really work for me because it's a daily game format and I can't really play daily. So I know there's a bit of wiggle room with it, but it just doesn't work for me to say, do 2 matches in advance and then maybe I will be free the next day or whatever. It just doesn't quite work for my schedule. So I've kind of given up on it in favor of other things. But I do still pay attention to the meta a bit in case I ever get back into it. I like to watch people's ARDs and things like that. Oh, again, also not a banner character. Hi, Celica. I don't actually know what you have. Are you a Deathblow? She's got Deathblow 4, right? No. Ooh. That's rough. That's unfortunate. That's not a good fodder experience. Oh, yay! Hey, Dimitri. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what you've got. Questionable IVs. That's fine. We can work with that. I have a few fruits at the moment. And by a few, I mean about 1,000. I've just been so stingy with them that I have not spent them at all in a while. I think I could probably spare 1 or 2. I always try to keep this is insane luck. in kind of all the wrong ways, but okay. I always try to keep a few swaps on hand in case I need them for true soloing. So for example, Hubert has a super boon in res, and there may be a situation in which I would want to use that to make a res check or something. And then, of course, I'd have to switch him back afterwards. So I always try to keep like 400 in stock in case I need to switch Hubert twice, God forbid, or maybe switch another character to align with Hubert's stats in a different way. But obviously I have way more than my sort of base level 400, and I could definitely... We could definitely afford to spend a few of those and not worry about it too much. Although if if we don't have to, that would be even more preferred. We're not seeing many blue orbs, which is a shame because I would like Edelgard quite a bit. I just think she's a really fun... unit archetype. It's novel in today's FEH to have an armor that's not a save. It's something I'd really like to see more of. I understand that save gives armors a role, but it doesn't. I wish that they had an identity outside of it, and it's tricky. I don't know what you would do, but I definitely feel like the 4 movement classes at the moment are like infantry, cavalry, flying, and saves rather than armor. Like armor has almost lost its identity to saves. It's some very specific exceptions. Armors are based on how they use saves, and so I just find that sad. I wish they had some more options. It limits the design space for what they can do with armor stats. They have so many stats, but unless they're distributed to be used as saves, then what are you going to do with that armor? Poor Raph, who doesn't really fit well as a far save or any other popular armor archetype right now. Honestly, he just doesn't have any skill options. It is save or bust, and he's not good at the save part. So, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. We always take free gambit. Wow, okay. This sure is a day. Merry Christmas to me. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. This is not my typical luck. But anyway, I've been thinking about what I'd like to do with Raph, and I just don't quite know. I wish I had picked him up at Wyvern Yumi, but I missed the banner by a day. It ended the day that I was like, oh shoot, I should pick that up for him while it's November. Of course I missed it. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with him, how I would update him to sort of modern standards. What I do know is that I really think Claude's bow is quite funny. And I also happen to know that speed preempt is not movement locked. So theoretically, you could have a far save armor that can use speed preempt. And if for some reason that armor was really fast and could instantly charge their specials when somebody approached them and slung an attack at them, that could be pretty funny. But that's something Raph doesn't have the speed to do, obviously, so I'd have to do that with Claude if I wanted to. I don't know if I will, but it seems like a funny build. Funny build. And all I need to make it happen is a speed-based far save, which, those are just plentiful on units that I can fodder without thought, right? I can just find a speed-based far save. I'm cooking. I'm cooking with Fees, apparently. I don't know why she's here so much right now. So November was quiet on the, orb spending summoning front, but it was actually tremendous for me because I pulled so many Ferdinands in short order off free summons. It was crazy. I got I'd have to check because I don't keep exact track of it, but I got something 4 in November off free summons, which is an insane amount of luck. And that means that I will be finishing Fire Emblem officially in January, because there will be an ephemera on the January monthly code shop unless they change a multi-year pattern just to spite me. And that'll be, holy moly, this luck today is just so bizarre. That will be plus 10 Fire Emblem across the board. So I'm cooking some stuff up for January. I'd love to do like a showcase of some kind to commemorate the end of a 4-year-long project. Yes, Lapis. Oh man, this luck is insane. I'd love to do like some arena videos and stuff, showing off Fire Emblem when that's done. Hopefully he should be getting a bonus week in January if he gets his refine at some point. So that'll be fun. I can take all the lads to arena. They'll all have the bonus and just mess around. That'll be a lot of fun when I get the chance to do that. I really hope I do get the chance to do that. I had set aside, I have a week where it's just going to be me and the cat, and I was going to take him for walks and picnics and spend the rest of my time doing stuff for the channel that I've always just wanted to do but never had the time to do. As it stands right now, though, unfortunately, that week might get eaten up by moving concerns, since my partner and I are putting an offer in on a house, which is very exciting on one hand and very time consuming on the other. So I'm not sure about that. I really hope that over the next few months I'll be able to get some of the stuff done that I've always wanted to do for the channel. But if I don't think it's going to be a surprise to me, just because there's so much going on. But it would be really nice if we get this. We were supposed to be homeowners in October, and it fell through, unfortunately, on the other party's end. It wasn't our fault or anything, but it was a shame because we were excited to move, and it would be unfortunate if I can't do the things I want to do for the channel, but it would be a nice bookend to the year. It would be nice to have a win after what I would classify as a hella bummer a few months ago, but it's all right either way. And honestly, to be honest, arena video is not that intense. I'll probably get that out anyway. It's just a question of how fancy it gets to be. Although I'll have to be on the ball in advance too, because I really want to take them to tier 21 if I can. I think I can do it, but I need to be in a position where I can go up to tier 21 and not be on that unfortunate week that goes down. We have to take high score matches. We take high score matches, and that'll be it. Sad we haven't been able to pull any full circles. I thought if we just kicked out colorless, potentially we'd just be able to pull full circles, but I guess Yunaka wants to come home. And I'm sorry, Yunaka. If you were not in direct competition with a bunch of Three Houses characters, I would probably try to bring you home, but sorry, not this time. It was pointed out to me that if Yunaka wins CYL, she'll probably be our first Dagger CYL winner, which makes sense. I mean, none of the lords or, pseudo-lords are Dagger units, but it would be really cool. So that's by Yunaka for CYL propaganda. Of course, I'm not going to be voting for her. I'm going to be voting for the boys, as always. But if you happen to be on the fence, consider Yunaka for CYL. See what on earth they do with the Brave Dagger, since we've never seen one. Or vote for Hubert and Ferdinand. Or your favorites. I'm not really a CYL campaigner. But consider your options. It's probably going to be an engaged suite, but it doesn't have to be, or it doesn't have to be a boring one. So, just think about who you're going to vote for. I'd kind of like to see a Sigurd win. I kind of hope all the non-engaged fans get together on that one, but I also don't know that I want to see a brave Sigurd after his legendary. All right. Yeah, we take those. I actually free summoned Isadora as well on her banner. I had crazy tickets on that banner. And I was thinking about giving her to one of the Ferdinands, but I didn't want to give her up right away, so I guess now I don't have to make any choices. This luck is insane. There was some reason I wanted to keep her around for a bit other than feathers. Was her inheritance chain goofy? Was that it? That's what she's got snag for, right? Oh, and clash, that's what it was. I wanted to give snag to one Ferdinand and clash to another, and I had to decide which one to choose. And now I don't. Very exciting. Problem with clash is much like how attack speed push was on everything, they tend to put it on like duos and stuff that I don't necessarily want to give up my only copy of. Ah, Sylvain merged too! Oh, what a productive day. If Sylvain keeps popping up though, I might have to confront the fact that I've skipped every opportunity to get an Arcane Axe, which is gonna be real sad when I finish him. Oh man, Ross. I was trying to describe my fears for Ferdinand's Refine to someone as I hope he gets Echidna'd rather than Rost, which is a very specific comparison, but if you know, you know. So yeah, we'll just find out what he gets. Ferdinand's already fine. He's got Lewin and Xiang? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I looked it up and I've already forgotten. But yeah, he's got utility options. So I'm not too worried about getting him a good refine, but it'd be nice. You know, it'd be nice to have another one that sits next to his arcane options as an alternate sort of build style that I could go for him. Really like him to get some DR. That would be fun, but we get what we get. We'll find out, and sure, I'll be excited no matter what. Okay, so we didn't get Byleth or Edelgard, which is unfortunate. Oh, we've got another Dimitri. Fantastic. That's the way it goes, I suppose. Well, I think we pick up... I'm going to finish the circle to start. Well, no, I won't finish it, but I'll take all the colored ones. And then we figure out what we do from there, I think. I will absolutely not complain about my luck, but we do need to change strategy now to get what I want, I think, so I need to be considerate here. I could really use Byleth. I always need a good far save. I didn't have Bride Tiki, so I could really use a premium far saver. I just like to use Edelgard though. Oh, it's Luke. Fantastic. So, unless Byleth is hiding in this orb right here, I think we pull Byleth on the spark. No. Other way around. We'll pull Edelgard on the spark and then go for red orbs because I am thoroughly done pulling blues after finishing Iron Emblem. Let me tell you, I don't think there's a single character in the blue pool that I can't instantly plus 10. So I have really no interest in summoning on blue orbs unless I absolutely have to. So I think we'll take Edelgard here and we'll keep going for Byleth. Yeah, that tracks. I'm happy with that. And I can always, like I said, I can always adjust their stats because I have fruits out the ears. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm about as neutral as you can be on Edelgard for a Black Eagles fan. I like her, but I'm not, like overly in love with her. I think her art is fantastic. Okay, so we're changing to sniping reds. Why did you do this to us? Okay, would it be better to... Would it be better to take greens or a colorless on the off chance I get Yunaka? Because if I +1 Dimitri now, I could fodder no quarter. Even though I'm trying to be an adult and not fodder anything. I think we go for greens just because I want Sylvain. Raisin. So I use level 1 raisins fairly often. Yeah, I use level 1 raisins a lot in solos because they're really good for having 3 movement on a relatively easily accessible condition. They don't provide any group support when they're 3 or 4 stars. They can fly, so they can have 3 movement over any terrain. And if I keep them at level 1, there's a couple of unique things you can do with them, one of which all the enemies tend to pull towards them rather than your other units because they see that they can do the most damage to them, which can be advantageous. The other thing is they can, if you... How do I phrase this? If they ever get hit by, say, a savage blow or something, they drop under 50%, which means that you can use Wings of Mercy or Escape Route, as it were, to move to them depending on what you need, which is a fantastic way of getting your fillers out of the way. Yeah, I find them very useful. But also, I occasionally accidentally send them to battle, and then they get levels on them, and that doesn't work as neatly. So I need more level 1 raisins all the time. I've been diligent about it and tried not to send them to battle, but it doesn't happen. But if you ever see in my barracks, I have like 15 raisins with yellow hearts on them. It's because I use them for solos, and I just keep making backup copies in case I mess it up. It's certainly an odd problem to have, but it's one of the things I find most charming about true solos is how they force you to really dig into some of the interesting quirks of the game and harness them to your advantage. And that's one of the reasons that, like, I have all my spur seals maxed out, and I use them fairly often. Even in the year of Fae 2023. Alright. I guess we take those. I don't know, this last time, didn't I? And she didn't have that great of fodder. Yeah, just push and spurn. But that's charged my focus charges because of this wacky luck. So if I get another 5-star, it has to be one from the banner. And hopefully we pop that on a red. Because I definitely... I needed to go back. I did the summoning session on the channel for Sonia, but then I needed to go back in the middle of solving Shez, I think, to get another Sonia to fodder for Hubert. Ah, yes! We've done it! Oh, we're out. Praise, focus charge, and absolute disaster of an IV, but that's fine. We'll change them and not the others. Hell, I got everything I wanted and far more. That was amazing. Thank you for tagging along with me. This is probably my last video of the year. We might sneak in one more Ire Emblem for the legendary banner at the end of December, but I think this is probably it for me. So thank you for coming along with me in 2023, and I will see you in 2024 for more of whatever I end up getting up to. Who knows at this point? I'll see you when I see you.